welcome back to the Brickanista Broadcast Network here on YouTube. And today's Thursday, almost the weekend. Really stoked because we are in for one more week before BrickCon takes place. So this weekend I'm going to be a mad woman doing all kinds of things with my mocks, building them, dyeing fabric, sewing, doing a lot of things. Hey Glenn, how's it going? And meow to you too. Yeah, I've been so stoked because I think it's been, gosh, a year and a half since I've last been to an in-person convention. And as you know, I was hesitating about getting the vaccine, finally pulled the trigger and got the J&J because Novavax is not available yet. And thankfully, that was about a month ago. And so I'm fully vaccinated and I will be ready to attend this convention. So thrifty. Yeah. Well, you know, part of the reason why I got this set, so just to show you, this is the set we're going to be working on today. Sorry about the glare. I bought this for a couple different reasons. So this is the diving yacht. It retails for $19.99, but I got it on sale at Target for $15.99. And you notice that the hull is a white hull, which is perfect for Friends colors. And as you know, we're in the middle of Friendship-tober. Or I'm sorry, not Friendship-tober, Friendship-tember. Though Friendship-tober would work too. Friendship-tember. And Friendship-tember, you're supposed to build a ship, spaceship, rocket ship, regular ship, in Friends colors. There's already been some amazing contributions, so I'm not planning to win anything, but I do want to participate because my friend Aubrey Kovach, the Brick Cove, is co-sponsoring this with Brick Snaps, and I want to support her in this challenge. The other reason why I wanted to get this is check this out. It's got this shark, and I can't remember the name of it, but it's got the pointy nose. So it's got this shark. The boat does float. Plus a swordfish. Thank you, swordfish. It does float? Seriously? Whoa, I did not know it floats. That's cool. But as you know, I'm working on an aquarium collaboration with the Women's Brick Initiative. So this also comes with like a little diving chest, some seaweed, a diver. So I think it's going to help me out in a couple different ways. But I didn't know that this boat actually floats. That's pretty dope, yo. So how do you know that? Does it say? It doesn't say it floats on here. There's a photo of, which is very cute. There's this photo here of the diver going overboard and the swordfish down here. And it looks like it's floating, but it doesn't actually say the boat on the box anyway. I'm looking. Now this is a little deceiving because this diagram almost makes it look like you have two divers in here, but there's only one as far as I can tell. So there's the minifig that's in this. Hey Lena, we're going to need a bigger boat. Yeah, we're going to need a bigger boat. This little buoy here, I think that's part of the set, so you get a little buoy. I wonder if that floats too. It does not say it floats, Glenn. So I don't know where you're getting your information. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. It does in very, very small print. Can you see that right where my finger is? It says boat floats. Oh my God. Oh my God. That is so cool. Okay. Wow. I might have to do a follow-up with this floating. But wait a minute, there might be two minifigs in here because there's a minifig on deck and there's a minifig below. It actually does come with two minifigs. I take that back. There are two minifigs here because there's two here and there's two in this drawing too, or this photo. Did you see a boat does not float disclaimer? No, it actually says boat floats, but it's in really, really super tiny print, which to me is kind of silly. Because if it floats, you would want to, you know, put that in big, big letters. It's super tiny. These letters, you can barely read them. So yeah, you're right. The box actually says the boat floats. Wow. Wow. Okay. Okay then. So now what I may have to do, if this indeed floats, then if I work this out into a friend's model, I might have to do like a video of it floating somewhere. Hot tub stream where it's just the boat in the mini pool. I don't know, but this might be a time for the Kraken to make an appearance. So as you can see, I'm wearing my Seattle Kraken shirt. So Seattle Kraken, and maybe I should have the Kraken Squiddo drummer driving this with all of the Friends characters as well. Who knows? Who knows? We'll see. One might think they'd want to trumpet that fact. Yeah, exactly. Why'd they put it in such small print? Wow. Especially for Thrifty Thursday. It's $19.99. It's a boat that floats. It has 2 minifigs. And it also comes with a swordfish and a regular fish. Wow. And the other thing that they show in the photo is that the pop pops right off. So you can make it like one of those open air speeders. Wow. That's pretty cool. So yeah. Sorry, not swordfish. Okay, I was wondering, because it looks like, you know, dark bluish gray sawfish. A sawfish. Okay. Yeah, it didn't look like a swordfish to me, but I trusted you, Glenn. See? Oops. I just realized I cracked open the seal without putting my down camera in here. Hold up. Hold up. I got so excited. It was like, the boat floats! It floats! And maybe I should put a duck next to it. Kind of a Monty Python reference. Okay, let me get my down camera all set up. Bricklink inventory has 2 minifigs total. Okay, well, it's got 2 minifigs then. Alright, let me zoom out here. So we got the whole box. Got the whole box in there. Okay, got it framed up, ready to go. Here we go, my friends. So check this out. I know there's a little glare from my overhead light. So I already cracked the seal, but this one does not have push tabs. It just has the seals here. So I just cracked that open. Usually I do that on camera, so sorry about that. Yeah, I had this phone call right before the stream, so that's why usually I would put a towel down, but hey, wait a minute. I've got this. This is some canvas that I used for my sails on my other ship, but you can see that I don't have a lot of fabric here, so that's why I'm probably not going to make the dirigible out of this, but I wanted this just to kind of get a sense of the color, because as I mentioned, I'm going to dye a piece of fabric that's bright white. It's super white, and I'm going to dye that fabric. So I think I'll use this because I don't like it when things, you know, roll off of the table. Oh, AJ Suave is here. Lego City's the best theme. I agree. And talk about a deal. Okay, so we have bag number 1 here. And we do have some stickers, but as I mentioned, I am going to retrofit this for a friend's ship. So I'm going to leave the stickers off on this one as well. But yeah, for $19.99, you get two minifigs, and you get a sawfish on top of that. I mean, what's interesting is that this would be perfect for the National Geographic line, but I guess they didn't partner with National Geographic on this one. So yeah, so there's 2 bags. The other thing that's cool about this box, which you don't see on a lot of the boxes, maybe it's actually only on the instructions, it has the 2 icons for the 2 bags right there. Oh, now that I have the down camera, let me show you where it says boat floats. And here's the boat. So I think because it's one solid piece, yeah, it's pretty much, well, I shouldn't say that. It's got this molded piece. It's got 2 molded pieces which appear to be secured down. I don't think you can actually pop this off. But I love this dark tan with the white hull bottom. And this would be perfect for the Friends theme. Okay, but here, I wanted to show you how tiny the print is. And we'll zoom in, now that I have my down camera set up. Okay, so the tiny print is right here. So let me zoom in and you can see where it actually says boat floats. Look at that. It says it right there on the box, but it's super, super tiny. I mean, I looked. You're not human, Glenn? What do you mean he's not human? Because he knew that the boat floats, but it's so tiny there. But it says it right there. Take a screenshot. It says boat floats. So, hey, how's it going, Cowboy Kenobi, Cowboy Carnado? So yeah, we're opening up this box, and it actually says that it floats, but it's super tiny. I mean, look, you would barely see that. You would think that would be a selling point. You know, you put it in bright, bold letters with, you know, stars around it saying, boat floats. I guess maybe I don't know, they don't want people to try to make it float. I mean, why would they do that? So anyway, welcome to the stream. Yeah, this should be a pretty quick one because it's 148 pieces. It's got 2 minifigs, which is awesome, and 2 bags. So it should be a pretty fast stream. But the fact that I got it for $15.99 at Target. So that's another thing. I think this set may be going out of stock soon because they're making way for all those other city sets. And if you can imagine, this is kind of a summer related theme. And since we're getting ready for winter and what have you, I think that you're going to see that it may not be as readily available. But if you are interested in this, like I said, just the fact it comes with 2 minifigs, and it's got these 2 torsos, which you did see in one of the summer expansion packs. So let me zoom in on this. So you can see here the torsos. Let me zoom out just a hair. This mint or this lime green is really cool because, you know, there's those flippers that match. Hey, minifigure collector, how's it going, Robbie? Yeah, the minifigure collector knows all about this. And then on the back, you can see the zipper on the back, and then another zipper here. So I used this blue one for one of the panda builds that I did. But now I've got more torsos for panda heads since they've got black. This one's better because it's got the black sleeves. This one would work too, but I have to replace the sleeves on that. But yeah, no, this is really cool. Yeah, and the other thing is that because this is a scuba diver set, it comes with the Scuba Tank as well. So that's really cool. So lots of cool accessories. A floating boat. That was a big surprise. So yeah, I'm stoked about this. Wetsuits. Yep, the wetsuits, exactly. And we've got goggles here too. So we've got some goggles. We've got the tanks for the divers. Yeah. Oh, this is interesting. Oops. This is a piece of watermelon. I don't know why, but they included a piece of watermelon in there too. Oh, hey, how's it going, Joel? Welcome to the stream. We were just talking about how this boat floats, and it says it on the package, but it's really, really tiny lettering. The minifigs are unique to this set. I have seen this torso in there's a summer expansion pack that was a limited series that I could swear I saw this in there. And then this torso I think is an adaptation of the torso that was in one of the Speed Champion sets, because I remember seeing something similar. So maybe it's the back that is unique, but still cool. Still very, very cool. Okay, so they're telling us to put the Scuba Tanks on. Here, let me zoom in a little bit. I'll put the Scuba Tanks on first. And I guess it doesn't really matter which head goes on which. So this has got a 5 o'clock shadow. Just a single face. And if you want them without the scuba gear, here's this nice little blonde wig. Very cool. Or blonde hair. I shouldn't say it's a wig, right? It's actually their hair. But what happened? Oh, it's the scuba tank. Oh, interesting. So this hair, just so you know, this hair butts up against this. So you probably don't want to put this down unless you take the scuba tank off. Alright, and then we have this. Yeah, that fits so much better. And the goggles. Set does not list a retirement date yet. Okay. Well, like I said, for $15.99 at Target, at least that's what I got it for. They might charge you full price. But the other thing about these goggles, it's got the snorkel attachment, so that's really cool. So very, very cool little minifig. And this is interesting because this one comes with black flippers. I only have the orange and the green ones. So I think they're all black. Yeah. So that's pretty cool. Those black flippers on here. It's a chunk of human flesh, not a watermelon. What? Seriously? No, it can't be. This is Lego. Lego wouldn't put, hey, make sure you add this chunk of flesh here because the boat floats. That can't be. It's got to be a watermelon, Joel. I know you're messing with me. You just like to mess with me. That is a watermelon. Look at that. It's got green on there. That is not it is not flesh. You just have a twisted sense of humor. Okay. Alright, so we got a scuba tank again. And this is the woman's face. And she's smiling, so she's happy to be on this trip. And I'm going to put the scuba gear on her. Oh, wait a minute. There's also this one. Well, this one, yeah, see the problem is the scuba tank gets in the way of the hair. So I am going to go back to the scuba tank. Or scuba gear, which is a motorcycle helmet, right? So you could always take that scuba gear off and just use it as a motorcycle helmet. Yeah, there we go. So, and it does flip up. I don't think I have this one because it has the snorkel on it. Green humans. Yeah, those ones, right? You gotta be aware of the green humans. I do like the black flippers. And I think, Glenn, going back to that summer pack, I don't know if you can find that summer pack, but there was a summer expansion pack that had 4 different kinds of torsos. And one of them was a snorkel person, which I think had the green flippers. And then I think there was somebody in a tank top and had like 4 or 5 different things. So there we go. So you can see she's got her scuba outfit on. I love the fact that they have this in green and in blue. It's green because it's decaying. Joel, are you working on your Halloween mock? Or maybe it's a troll. Maybe it's one of the green trolls. It could be that. The ones that visit you when you're sleeping, right, guys? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we've got a really interesting sense of humor in this stream, don't we? In fact, I was telling Yano about how, you know, the Brickanista Broadcast Network, we talked about Stephanie and her poaching the baby animals, and how a couple of different people did those mocks for the pirate builds, which I thought was hilarious. So this is interesting here. We have this, like, I don't know, bazooka cannon or something. Here, let me zoom in on this a little bit more. I'm not sure what that is. Or maybe it's a camera, a special kind of camera, because they're putting two different lenses on here, or two different translucents. Putting one of those on, and there we go. So they have one of these holding this. So I don't know if that's, maybe we're going to call it a special camera, underwater camera. It's a video crew going down to, you know, check it out. But it is kind of weird to have, you know, have that. Oops, flipper's coming off. Okay. And like I said, I'm not going to put the flags on, but this is interesting. I should ask my friend about this. He knows all about flags and maritime flags specifically, so I'm not sure what this means, but I'm sure there is a meaning to it. So I don't know if somebody wants to look up maritime flags and the red with the slash on it, but we're not putting the stickers on today because we're going to retrofit this into a friend's boat. So this might be kind of cool to have the paw print, for example, on there. That might be kind of cool, because remember the pandas of Penzance are going to be meeting up with this ship, and that's part of the reason why I got this too, because this is going to work for that. Okay, so we're going to work now on that little coral bed. Yeah, so anyway, it's just lots of fun just thinking about the floating ship. It's like now I want to fill my bathtub of water. Maybe I'll have to do another stream, or maybe instead of the bathtub, maybe the kitchen sink. But I think I have some dishes I have to wash, so that'll have to be another stream, I think. Diver in the water. That's just a standard diver down flag. I'm surprised you guys haven't started breaking out in the Holy Diver song like you did that one time. As I remember, I think there was like a typo, and it was like Holy Diva. It was Holy Diva. It was like a Ronnie James Dio? Anyway, yeah. Oh, Van Halen has a song called Diver Down. Oh, I see. That's just a standard diver down flag. Oh. Okay. If it has holes in it, it's a holy diver. Thank you, Cornado. That's great. Oh my god. You guys crack me up. This is why I love streaming, because you guys make me laugh and give me great ideas too for building. Oh, okay. So this is interesting. That clip that's right here is used for this fish. And you get a blue fish, which is nice, because I have just the gray fish. So this will be my first light blue fish. So that's pretty cool. You wash dishes? You wash dishes too at your job? Well, I'm one of those people, okay, because Glenn has made fun of me because I don't like to have studs that are exposed. And he talks about my little idiosyncrasies. Well, another one of mine is I don't like to go to bed knowing I have a sink full of dirty dishes. So even if it's like 2 in the morning, I will be washing the dishes before I go to bed. And I'm not sure how my neighbors feel about it, but because I tend to stay up late. But before I go to bed, if the dishes haven't been washed, I'll go in there. It's like I gotta wash the dishes. It's one of, I don't have a super clean place. I'll be honest with you. I mean, I've got a lot of clutter here because I got a lot of Lego all over the place. Wikipedia diver. Oh, okay. Thank you. Summer Celebration minifigure set blister pack. That's the one. The blue-green wetsuit came in. That's what I thought. Thank you. Thank you for confirming that. Yeah, it was a blister pack, and it was just in the summer. It was an incentive. So yeah, thank you for confirming that, because I remember getting it thinking it was so cheap too. It was, I think, $10, and you got 4 minifigures. Okay, take care, Lena. We'll see ya. It was great seeing you at that nonprofit meeting that we belonged to. You did a good job. You're going to look forward to building Bionicle sets. Yes, yes. So for those of you who don't know, this Sunday, I'm going to do another Brickanista on the Move episode back at Lena's place. And they're going to be sponsoring it by providing Bionicle sets for us to build. So yeah, I have never built a Bionicle set. It'll be the first Bionicle set. So thank you. Take care, Lena. Sleep well. And I'll see you on Sunday. Definitely. Yeah, I'm very stoked about it. So this Saturday, what I'll be doing is I'll be taking this set and mocking it. Yeah, I'm going to say, you're such a terrible set. I'm going to take this set and mock it for the Friendship Timber episode, or in the challenge. Okay, so once again, shark. And this time we have the sawfish. Yeah, so that's something new. I don't have this in my collection. So you get a sawfish too, and you get 2 minifigs. Already that's a good deal. Plus all those accessories too. Also the Fun at the Beach has the wetsuit. Yeah, see, I thought so. I thought there were a couple wetsuit ones. These will be Generation 2 Bionicle, so not the original stuff. Oh, that's fine. I've just never made a Bionicle set, ever. So I'm stoked. Okay, so this is interesting because I don't think I've ever done this. I don't know if you can do this. They're talking about actually mounting this onto the seaweed. So I don't know if that's possible. Can you actually... Is there an attachment point here that you can actually mount this on the seaweed? I didn't think you could. Or maybe it's just the photo. Oh! OMG, I did not know you could do that. Did you know you could do that? It's this bottom connection, that hole in the tail will fit on a seaweed. I did not know that. Okay, that's a game changer. Wow. Wow. Sometimes little things surprise me like that. And you get a little crab too. And the crab they have just to the side of this in the photo. So they just say put this here and then put the crab here. I did not know that you could mount the shark onto a seaweed piece. Did you know that? It's like, did you see my jaw drop when I saw that happen? It was like, wow. Wow. I'm surprised. Okay, I'm going to put these in the boat. And we're going to be working on this. Now, this is interesting because they have... Here, let me show you some of these accessories, because they're telling me to go to bag number 2, but we haven't even really talked about some of these other accessories. There's a green camera. That's dope. There is, what is that, a lock? It looks like a padlock of some sort. Was I supposed to put that on something? And then here's a spare piece. Sorry for not informing you earlier. About what? About the other sets? Or about being able to mount the shark onto a seaweed piece? You heard my jaw drop? I know, I was like, what? What? Okay, they still did not say where the watermelon goes. So this watermelon piece, I'm going to go back and check the instructions. I think I was supposed to put this into the treasure chest too, so I'll do that. And then you have the 2 hair pieces. And this piece too. So let me check. Let me check to see if I missed a step. But I'm going to put this into the treasure chest. Yeah, I did not know you could mount a shark onto the seaweed piece. It's like, whoa, that is a game changer, honestly. Soda can top. Oh, okay, so is this a soda can? Is that what this is? Because I'm looking at the instructions and I don't recall them telling me to do that. No? No? Ah, okay. It is in step number 4 when you're building the minifig. Okay, so that is a soda can top and a soda. So you get soda and you get a watermelon piece. So they're not going to be eating much because you don't want to get sick when you're diving. I'm going to put these over here. Pop tops. Well, I get an extra. So I'm going to have to use that for something. Oh, okay. It looked like a lock when I was looking at it. So thank you. See, once again, great to have people on the stream. But that just still blows my mind that you can do this. And of course you can angle this, and adjust it. But it's a pretty good clutch there too. Fighting scurvy with with the 1 slice of watermelon. It's a pretty cheap excursion vehicle. Alright, so we've got that. Alright, so now we can open bag number 2. Should be a spare watermelon piece. I don't see oh, wait a minute. Yep, you're right. There is a spare. Here we go. So there are 2 watermelon pieces that come in this set. So they get to each eat 1 watermelon piece, and then you have to share the soda can. That's funny. Okay. Alright, let's see what we got here. And if you're wondering what this is the fabric that I use to make the sails for the Spice Pirate ship. But because I don't have enough for the dirigible, I'm going to be dyeing some fabric. And this, I kind of wanted to get it kind of maybe a little darker than this. I'm going to be using coffee grounds. I'm pretty much going to brew some coffee and dye it in there. And if you are a fan of, by the way, Crazy Shirts. Crazy Shirts is an awesome company. They have a store in San Francisco. And they have a line of shirts that are dyed in various things. So they have like beer dyed, wine dyed, coffee dyed. So yeah, so yes, you can use coffee to do that. Okay, so thank you for telling me about the watermelon piece. Okay, so now let me get these off of the ship because we're going to be working on the ship mostly. Now, the next thing they're telling us to do is to put the stickers on the side of the boat. And I may go back and do that because these are kind of colors. But the thing is, it says deluxe. So, which I think is kind of weird. It's the deluxe boat. Not the luxe boat, the deluxe boat. So, and like I said, I'm going to be using this for the Friendship Timber. And I may put some different stickers on there. I mean, who knows what I'm going to do. Who knows what the Brickanista will do. But I will say that the Panda Pirate ship is going to meet up with these. So don't be surprised if it ends up being a Friends pirate ship of some sort. I mean, this hull, though, the fact that it floats, I mean, that would be awesome video if I could get some video on that. Okay, So anyway, sorry, I got distracted. I was so excited about that. And then the next step is more stickers. We're gonna skip that. Nope, none of that. None of that. But as a parts pack, this is actually a pretty good parts pack too. And as I mentioned, you get 2 minifigs, the sawfish, a crab, a treasure chest, and all of these pieces for, I got it for $15.99. Retail is $19.99, which is why it qualifies for Thrifty Thursday. Okay, so here we have some more controls, and these are also stickers. So here are the control panels for this, which might be kind of cool. Here, let me zoom in a little bit more, since there's some glare. So that's kind of cool, having those stickers here. So I'm going to think about it, but that might be something to put on in the future too. But like I said, I'm going to be using this for a friendship timber. Alright, so there should be another 1x4, there it is. And that's where the sticker would go, but we're going to make this just a plain diving, and they call it a diving yacht. And honestly, I don't know what the difference is between a yacht and a boat. Yacht just sounds fancier, I think. I do like, this is my favorite color, medium blue. So you got a couple of medium blue plates in here, which is nice and very much on the Friends theme. Where did I get this set? I got it at Target. I got it at Target, and if you go online to the Target app, oh, this is nice. It's a 2x4 curved slope. I use these in white on my, what do you call them? The porta potties. Yeah, so I got it for $15.99 Target, and it retails for $19.99. Yacht is a kind of boat. Yeah, but I thought yachts though also had to be a certain length. So did I ever tell you this story about my ex-boyfriend and his dad? His dad belongs to this fancy yacht club because he has a ship docked at this yacht club. And I don't know if I should say this because who knows if he may watch this, but let's just say there was one year where I think his dad was Admiral of the Fleet or something for the holidays. So they rotate who gets to be the Admiral of the Fleet. So they said, you have to come down at a certain time because it was right around the holidays, and they go, we're gonna be lighting the fleet. And it was like, okay, we'll head down there. So we head down there. We're standing on the shore, and all these boats are docked at their various slips. A yacht is a type of boat built for luxury. Okay. Yeah, this looks kind of rustic, if you ask me. I'm not sure if it counts as luxury. Ooh, this is nice. We have a 1x2 printed. Yeah, we got a printed control panel. That's nice. Okay, so anyway, we're standing on the side of the, of side of the shore while all these boats are, docked. And then all of a sudden it was like, light the fleet. It came up like on a loudspeaker, and his dad's saying this, like, light the fleet. And then everybody turns the lights on, and they push the horn on their ship. And to me, it was like the stupidest thing. It was just like, okay. This is, and it was like, oh, it's such an honor. It's like I got to light the fleet. It's like, yeah, they kind of turned a light switch on and pressed a horn. So clearly, I probably was not meant to be part of a yacht club because I just thought it was the stupidest thing. It was like, I mean, I'm sure if you're around all your friends and you all hang out at the yacht club and it's like, it's your turn, you get to be the admiral this year. Yeah. Anyway, I just thought it was so silly. I think it's because people make a big deal out of, silly things like that. Anyway, that was my humorous story of a part of my past. It's like, it was fun, riding on the boat every now and then. He would take us out and we'd, drive around. And I was also, it must be something about me and boats because I was in another relationship where it was more of a boat like this size, and we'd go boating every now and then, and I learned how to water ski. But it was just like, I don't know if it's like all the waves in the ocean just kind of make you kind of silly. I don't know. I just thought it was kind of interesting. I don't know how many people here water ski or boat or do that kind of thing, but I will say Seattle has a huge boating community. I see a lot of the ships that are docked over, near the bridges, and it looks really cool. One thing I haven't done yet, here, let me see if I can get that glare out of there. Yeah, one thing I haven't done is I haven't taken a boat out on the Sound. I really should do that. I've been here almost 2 years, and there's a lot of things I haven't done, probably because of COVID. It's not like I want to be stuck on a ship with people I don't know and don't know their vaccination status. In fact, my friend Allie, you probably heard me interview her for Brickanista on the Move. It was raining that day, so we ended up doing it remote, but she is on a cruise right now. And we are supposed to be going to the Museum of Pop Culture on Monday. So she and I are going to go there. She should be back on her trip, I think, this weekend. Yeah, but we're going to go there because she's big into cosplay, and there's a big exhibit about Disney and costumes. Costumes for all the Disney movies and such. So it's happening right now in Seattle, and we're scheduled to go there if she's feeling well. Like I said, she after her trip, who knows how she'll feel. But I'm really it's funny how when I'll build a set like this and all these weird memories come up. Like I said, that was funny. Maybe I should put lights on this, and then this year for the holidays I'll reenact that event. Like I said, I think it's funny what people find super important. I'm glad I can laugh about it now. That guy wasn't the nicest guy, and his father wasn't very nice to me either. So it was probably for the best. You can tell I'm over it now. I'm not sure what I would say to his dad if I ever saw him again. Oh, are you the admiral this year? Are you the lighting of the fleet? I'm not even sure if he knew that I thought it was kind of stupid, but now he does, if he ever watches this. Not to begrudge anybody who's into that culture. I think that's really cool that, everybody, it's just like people make fun of us and our Lego, right? But, like I said, something I don't really understand, but it was very important to him, and we were there for him for that. We were there for him for that moment that he could be the admiral to light the fleet. Is there a weighted brick that makes it float? I don't think so. I think it just floats naturally. It's actually feels a little, maybe it's the design because it's got this darker part here. So, and maybe if they bring it more of the bricks down this way, maybe that's what's happening. Who knows? We'll have to see. Maybe what I could do is maybe I could fill up a large bowl and put this in the bowl so you can actually see it on camera. Maybe I'll do that. But anyway, I don't know why I went down memory lane there. Sorry if that was a little obscure, but I'm just laughing at that moment. Oh my god. And it was funny because all of these people, they decorate their ships very similar to how you would decorate your house for the holidays, you know, with strobe lights and all these other things. So, yeah. Who is texting me? My god. I was like, who is this? Sorry, I hope it's not an emergency. So let me just double check this. I keep getting all these text messages. So, sorry about that. Okay, it's just my phone. Okay, never mind. Okay, so we need to do this. Yeah, I noticed sometimes Discord or one of those apps will make my phone buzz all the time, and it's kind of like, you know, I don't need to hear that right now. Like, not that important. Anyway, here we go. Yeah, it's looking pretty good. Look at that. It's Max Braun! How are you, Max? Good evening, Max. We are working on the diving yacht. And we were having a discussion about some memories I had of an ex-boyfriend's dad, who I thought was hilarious. One of the funnier moments. I will say he wasn't that nice to me on other things, but when it came to this, I thought it was hysterical. Yeah, lots of these 1x2 slopes, which are nice, or curved slopes. And a classic red, white, and blue palette. So for those who are in the United States, or what, France, you would enjoy this. The VW set arrived today, or the WV set? Should I build it or find space for it in the bottomless bin of unbuilt sets? Well, Joel, we all know that if you open it, you might be able to mock something out of it. Wouldn't that be cool? Oops, I'm going to put that on wrong. There we go. Okay, so we got that. And then we got these finishing plates. This is maybe what makes it a yacht. Because it is nicely finished. I don't know, are there people who like to boat on this channel? Like I said, I haven't been boating in a long time. I was gonna say, gosh, I should go boating sometime, since I'm in Seattle and boating is a big thing up here. Just like it is in San Francisco. I have a friend who actually can captain a ship. She's got her license and everything. So when she goes to the Caribbean, she usually will rent a ship so she could sail it. Yeah, so she's a certified sailing captain. I have never gone sailing with her, but I don't really do well on choppy water, so I definitely get seasick. So, but calm water, yeah, it's good. Okay. Like I said, this is a small set, so shouldn't take us too long. And also, I've got this in a different perspective, so that's why it's taking me a little bit. Let's see. Okay, that's correct. Yeah, maybe it would be good if I turned it to the perspective that it's being shown to me in the instructions. Yeah, much better. Ooh, we've got some translucent 1x1 bricks. Nice. So yeah, so this is a good little parts pack. So Joel, you were asking me where I got it. So is this something you might be buying? Something you might be purchasing? Maybe? You ship your pants. Okay. Yeah, if that was taken out of context, you know, it might be kind of like, okay. Good thing you put a P on that word. So, anyway, like I said, I don't know why I'm so silly today. Ooh, this is a really cool piece. Look at that. So this fits really nicely right there. Yeah. No, it's okay. You could be silly. We're being silly today, especially me. I'm going down memory lane. I am kind of thinking though, maybe I will get a bowl of water. I'm trying to think if I have a bowl big enough. Yeah, I'm sure I might have one or two. I don't have a lot of bowls, but I might have one or two that might do the job. Okay, so now we're gonna do a sub build. We're gonna be working on this. Everyone is silly today. You love it. Hello, Taro Kanutin. How are you? Yeah, we are being super silly today. I don't know why. It just maybe it's the full moon. Because I noticed I was helping a customer on Tuesday, and they were having all kinds of internet problems. You know, with Zoom freezing up and doing all these weird things, and I said, yeah, it's probably the full moon. So, yeah. Okay, so we got this. I love this combination of this dark blue. Okay, and then we have some these inverse slopes too, or these curved slopes. So like I said, it's a really good parts pack. So if you are interested, if not for the ship, then, you know, for the parts in here. Okay, what is this? Oops. It would be good to use the inverse one, Brickanista. Like I said, I'm in a silly mood today. I always find it funny when people take themselves too seriously, or and that's a perfect example. It's like, we're going to light the fleet. We're gonna and like, okay, we're gonna light the fleet. Everybody light your fleet. Light your ship. Like, yeah, I think these are called the Grand Marshal or the Grand Admiral, or I don't know. It's just so, like I said. But then again, for me, it seems silly, but for them, it's super important. So I shouldn't be mocking them for something that's of value to them. So my apologies. I didn't mean to insult anybody if you are a Grand Marshal of a yacht club. There we go. Okay, so we got these controls. These little antenna controls. It's nice. Maybe that's what makes it a yacht. It makes it fancy. You want a floating Lego boat? Well, you could get one. And this one's, you know, pretty reasonable. You see the yellow crab? I bought 500 of those crabs on log bulk last year. You're not sure why? You bought 500 of these? Okay. Maybe at the restaurant you can give them away as little, you know, memorabilia or something. There's a lot of ship talking tonight. Yeah, there is. So are you going to get this just because you want a floating boat? Is that why? Would be a good reason. I bought this without knowing that this floats, because I said it's a white ship, which I can retrofit pretty easily for a friend's ship, Timber Mock. And yeah, it's perfect because it's Thrifty Thursday, so anything $19.99 or less. A yacht is a sailing or power vessel used for pleasure, cruising, or racing. There's no standard definition, so the term applies to such vessels that have a cabin with amenities for overnight use. Well, it has a cabin, but it doesn't have a lot of places to stay overnight. I don't know. That might be pushing it a little bit. I don't know. I don't know if I want to stay overnight on this. Plus, it's, you know, a diving vessel, so probably doesn't smell the best. You know, crabs and sharks and other fish that they're... Give me the yellow crab. I'll use it for roof treatment. Well, there you go. You got people wanting your yellow crabs there. Okay, so this fits right on top here. Let's make sure I got that right. Yeah, it is right there. So you still have this hole there. Is the same boat part. When I post, it's almost always on Flickr. I believe it's the original Max Braun. Okay. Okay, so this is interesting because there is another sticker that goes on this, which is this sticker here, and it has the number 36 on there. I'm not sure why, but 36 Deluxe. You'll be right back. Okay, we'll see you in a bit, Joel. Okay, all right, so the 36 Deluxe, and I guess I want it right there. Okay. Like I said, I'm not putting stickers on, so that'll make you happy, Max. No stickers today. Mostly because I'm going to mock this on Saturday. So if you want to tune back in Saturday night, I will be tearing this apart and putting Friends stuff all over it. So you can see with the red, white, and blue, this will be coming more lavender and pink and teal or azure. We'll see. But I do like this. Here, I'll turn it this way. You can see it's nice, that curve going around. And the fact that it's a floating boat. We're going to have to do that. It looks like we have some time. It's like we're going to have to find some reason to do this. Yeah, we're almost done. Let's see. And we got one of these. Let's zoom in a little. 1x1 with bar. And they want a translucent stud on there. Okay. And this will attach, oops, this will attach to this clip here. So I'm just looking for the horn. Yeah, for those of you who just came in, like Taro. I was talking earlier about one of my boyfriend's father used to belong to a yacht club, and there was one year where he got to be the Grand Marshal or the Admiral of the fleet during the holidays. And so he said, "You have to come out because I'm the Grand Marshal," or whatever title he had, and we get to light the fleet. And then he gets to either say something over the loudspeaker or press a button or something, and then the whole fleet lights up, and then they all, honk their horn. 36 feet? Maybe? Maybe. Or maybe it's the designer's favorite number. I mean, who knows? 36-foot yacht, that's not that big. As far as yachts go. It's a good looking boat, I agree. Definitely a good looking boat, and I think that's the end of it. Because here are the extra pieces. I think we might have an extra, yeah. So those are the extra pieces from bag number 2. Here are the pieces from bag number 1 that were spare. Okay, so it sounds like I have time that I should go get a big bowl of water and just see if this floats. Yeah, $19.99 retail. She got it for $15.99 at Target. Yeah, so it's Thrifty Thursday, see? You wouldn't know about this unless you tuned in to the Brickanista Broadcast Network. But I think since we have time, it's only 10 o'clock. I'm going to go get a bowl of water and see if this thing floats and see how good it is. So let me see if let me try to think what bowl I have that will work. Okay, so I'm going to put the Be Right Back transition card up while I go look for this. Yeah, you love Target? Yeah. I will say, though, I had to go to Woodinville to get this. So my normal Target, which is about, 3 miles away, didn't have it. Because I think that was the only Target in the whole Seattle area that had it. So yeah, I don't know if Target is taking them off the shelves, but I used the Target app, and then I was able to find it that way. Okay, so I'm going to put the Be Right Back sign up, and I'm going to mute myself so you don't have to hear me banging around in the kitchen with all of my pots and pans to see which ones. But I think it'll be fun. Okay, so I'll be right back. I got a bowl of water here. I also brought a towel with me too, just in case if things get really messy. Okay, my friends. So here's the ship. It's the boat. And I don't think... Do you think the shark is going to float too? I don't think the shark's going to float. I think it's just the boat. Okay. So you can see, here's the waters right here. It's real water. Alright, let's see if this... I'm a little nervous to let go of it. And... Oh my god, it does! Look at that. It floats! And let's see if we can turn it. Look at that! I think this is the only floating boat I have. Wow. Okay, so I think we definitely have to make this the Friendship Timber boat. And then we'll have to do a video of it floating somehow. I'm going to have to do a different camera angle. This is a top camera angle, but I think a side angle and getting it to float somewhere. I'm going to have to think about that. Where do I want this to be floating around? But this is so cool. Yeah, it is nice, isn't it? I wonder, I should test this with some minifigs on there too, as far as weight. How much weight will it take? Okay, so I'm going to take the flippers off. And I'm going to, like I said, I have a towel right here, so. Crickets. Twiddle thumbs. Why are you twiddling your thumbs? You're not excited about this? I think it's pretty cool. Alright, so we're gonna put a couple minifigs on here. The sound of science. I'm surprised you're not singing She Blinded Me with Science. Okay, let's see. Trying to get this to sit back here. Maybe it won't sit back here. Okay, we'll put you in the back here. Alright, I'm going to put this... Alright, okay, he's sitting now in the back. And supposedly, I don't want to do this over the water. This is supposed to pop up. But let's just do the first test about if the two minifigs... Now, where's the second one? There she is. So I wonder if parents are buying this and then having their kids do this over a, you know, a bowl of water like I'm doing here. I'm just going to put this here just for the sake of weight. Or maybe I should put her on the back. Okay, so we got two minifigs on there now. Thomas Dolby. She blinded me with science, that's right. Okay, it will take two minifigs. And the minifigs look pretty happy. They look pretty good there. So I wonder if we put like a whole bunch of different minifigs in there, or if we do one of those simulations where, you know, it's like, it's rough seas, are they going to be able to take it? Yeah, so far it's pretty good, actually. I'm surprised, pleasantly surprised. On the BBN, no one can hear you scream. I guess not. No, this is really cool. Okay, so let's see. Well, I'm almost tempted to put this tensegrity on it, but then I think it would take it down. Let's see. Should we add the shark? Since they're deep sea diving. Now this might be another one of Stephanie's henchmen that are going after sharks. Background noise? Okay, let me put the shark in here. So more weight. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. The shark is making it list. Let's see. There we go. That's a little bit better. Yeah, sharks kind of, you know, the weight of the shark was making it list to the left there. It's like, oh no, no, get the shark off board. Wow, interesting. But if you see it from my angle, I know you. Well, actually, hold on. Let me see if I can lower this. Give you another angle. You can kind of see it here. I'll push it this way. You can see it how it floats in there. So it's not quite hitting the top yet. I'm almost tempted to see what happens if I push down on it. Yeah, it's actually, it could take some more weight, but it will have to be balanced, because if I try to push it on one side or the other, it's gonna list. But it does look pretty cool. Let me zoom out just a hair. Oh, no, I can't. Swordfish. They'll let anyone on this boat. It's actually a sawfish. It's a little different. I was paused? Uh-oh. It's the gremlins of the internet again. I tell you, it's the full moon. Full moon will do crazy things to the internet and other things. Okay, so I'm going to now take this out and I'm going to pop the top off. Now that we have proven that it does float, let's see. So you can pop the top off like this. And I'm going to go ahead and put him behind the wheel. Put her back here. And I just put the weapon in there. So now it's lighter because it doesn't have this part. But it says you can, you know, run it this way too. That type of animal that I corrected myself on. Yep. While you were paused, it was silent, so I was entertaining myself. Okay. All right, well, I'm glad you can entertain yourself. Have your own puppet show. Yeah, so once again, what a deal, right? I mean, for $15.99, if you get it on sale, I'm going to go ahead and put this treasure chest on the front here, see if that makes any difference. So we got a treasure chest on board. Let's see, put this swordfish on here, or sawfish. Actually, I wonder if it makes a difference with the mouth open. Yeah, and it floats. It totally floats. Anyway, fun. Super fun. I mean, especially if you have some kids. Let's see, this set is 5+. Perfect age. Can you imagine if you're with your 5-year-old kid and you build this and then you say, let's take it into the bathtub, or let's take a bowl of water and test it out. I think kids would absolutely love this, and adults too. And I'm still in awe of the fact that you can mount a shark on a seaweed piece. That I did not know. I did not buy this thinking it was going to float. So thank you, Glenn, for telling me that. And as you can see, it's kind of fun to kind of play around with this set that floats. So now it's funny because I was planning, and I'm still going to do this. I'm going to put the friends on this ship and renovate it to a friendship timber. But if it floats, then I'll have to do some sort of video or something. I'll have to figure out how I might do that, like put a backdrop, maybe get a squarish kind of bowl instead of a round bowl, and then put the backdrop in there and be able to film it. That would be dope, yo. So yeah, I think we got a winner. I had no idea this was a floating vessel, so thank you so much, Glenn, for your assist on that. And I would have to say, yeah, this is definitely a winner for $15.99 or $19.99, depending on where you end up buying this from. All right, I'm going to go to full screen. Oh, I forgot to put the Kraken on board. Hold up. Hold up. We need to put the Kraken on board. So when I started this, you probably remember that I had bought this punk pirate for the Kraken, and I'm wearing my Kraken shirt. So, Kraken. Seattle Kraken. So yeah, we need to have the Kraken on here somewhere. Hold up. Let me put him on top of the pirate chest, I think. Okay. And I'll go back to my down camera. Yeah. So you got the Kraken is, by the way, the drummer of the band for the punk pirate stage. Does it face north? Is it a hidden compass? I don't think it faces north because southwest is over here. And so I think north it would have to be pointing this way. So nope. It just likes to float. But very, very cool. I love these unexpected surprises when I do these Thrifty Thursdays because there's so much attention that is on some of the bigger sets. You know, like right now, because we're coming onto Halloween, I know there's a lot of streamers who are doing the haunted house right now. And then because of Talk Like a Pirate Day, we had a lot of pirate builds going on. This was so much fun. I mean, being able to go and be able to float it in a bowl of water is just super cool. Does it, Kraken reminds me I don't own a single Lego octopus. Yeah, well, I mean, and the other thing about this is that, let me see, I can, let me see if I can turn it towards the camera. He has a tattoo on his forehead. He's got a blue tattoo. Let me stop this here. Let me see if we can... Let me do this without sinking the ship. Yeah, he's got a lot of really cool details. Yeah, see, check out the tattoo on his forehead. It's like a skull tattoo. It's very, very cool. Yeah. And I don't know if those are suction cups or something on his hands, on the multiple hands, but it's a very, very cool piece. You have a bunch of octopuses left from old sets. I have a black one, but this one is just, the colors are super cool, and they call it Squiddo in the set, but I've also been hearing that it's the Kraken. And you could tell it's a squid because of the pointy top, unlike an octopus, which has a round top. So if you look at the top here, you see how he's got a pointy head, whereas an octopus will be round. The other difference with squid and octopi is an octopus will have 8 legs and a squid will have 10, or tentacles. But this one, they didn't put 10 tentacles on it. But anyway, let me focus this, or zoom back out. Let me see if we can get the back, so you can see the back printing. You can kind of see it. I might have to just take them off. But you can see they put some back printing of another squid on the back of the torso. And what was really well designed on this is the head has the tentacles pointing upwards so that you can actually see the print. On the shark, they covered up the back print completely, which made no sense to me. He's not going to find a job with a face tattoo. Does anyone know if the single-piece canoes float? I have one. I know where it is, too. It's in my build space. Do you want me to go grab it? And we can... Super Sewer Baby is on it right now. That was the... I made it a flying... Here, I will leave this for you to watch while I go grab that. Since we got the bowl of water, we might as well go ahead and check. That Kraken is one frying pan away from being calamari. Yeah, don't get him too close to Max. All right, I'm going to go grab that. I'm just going to leave the camera going. Okay. So this was the Super Sewer Baby flying Bananarama machine. So I'm going to take off the back and just leave it as a regular canoe and see what happens. Now I am concerned because there is a hole in here. In fact, here, let me show you. I don't think this is going to float. Here, there's Technic pins there. Do you see that? See the holes? It might still float, maybe. But if I were to, I'm going to bring it down to its core, so then that way you can see what it looks like. I don't think this is going to float. It might, who knows? And we'll find out. Okay, so this is the piece. Is this the one you're talking about, or are you talking about the brown one? Because maybe this isn't the one you're talking about, because I know there's another canoe that's brown. Okay, well, since I have it open, we might as well test it while we're here. See if we have a canoe go down. Okay, ready? Oh, it does float, even though it looks like the water's trying to come in. Here, let me see if I can move this other ship out of the way. Alright, we've got a floating canoe, my friends. That canoe does float. It is, though, you can see the water is just coming up through the Technic holes. The brown one. Okay, well, the yellow one floats too. So, you've got two floating vessels now. That's a kayak. Ah, the canoe's different. Okay. Well, that's what I have in stock. I don't have a canoe. If somebody wants to send me a canoe, I'll put it to the float test. That might be a new segment of the Brickanista Broadcast Network, is will it float? So maybe, let's see, what else would we have that's in this set that we can test if it will float? You want to see if the crab will float? Alright, so we have the crab. And, you know, Max has, what, 500 of these? So if this will float, then this could be something else that you could put into your repertoire. Oh, it floats too! Okay, we got a floating crab. Yeah, it's the surface tension that's kind of holding it up. Yeah, exactly, surface tension. Let's see, why don't we try the camera? See if the camera will float too. So we got this green camera. So let's put this in the water. Aha! We're just going to keep putting things on and seeing if they float. Now this one might float too, but it's also kind of heavy. So it's this. It's the stand. So let's see. This one might sink. I can already feel it kind of wanting to sink. Yep. Oh, wait a minute. It's partially floating. Oh, sorry, it's out of frame. So it is floating. It's just that half of it, it's starting to sink though. You can see it starting to sink. It's got science. Right. Okay, I think we're going to have a new segment on the Brickanista Broadcast Network. Will it float? That means I'm going to have like a bowl of water with me whenever I'm doing these. Well, so far it's still floating. Everything is floating on here. But this is the one that I thought would be, because it is kind of partially submerged right now. Let's see if I can adjust the camera. So, yeah, they're all floating now. Will it float? Well, we have a canoe, we have the original boat, we have a crab, a camera. So it's almost like I want to find something that won't float, right? I think as long as it has some surface area, like here's a fin, this should float. I'd be surprised if this doesn't float. But that should float, yeah. Let's see what else we got here. We're just gonna keep piling on different things. You want to try the string manta ray? Ooh, well, you might have to do that at home. I don't have the manta ray, and I'm sorry. Was I out of frame with this? Here, let's try this again. Make sure it's in frame. There we go. So yeah, you got floating fins. Hey, Yin Yang 847. We're having fun doing the Will It Float challenge because we built this diving yacht and it says on the box that it will float. So now I put a kayak on here. I also put the underwater, I guess, what is this called? The plate with the seaweed. Everything's floating right now. Root beer floats. Today is one of the silliest streams that we've had. So it's almost like we got to predict what won't float. Like, I'm wondering if this will float kind of if we put it upright. It may not. Me giggles, Max. Okay, so let's see. I'll put this here. I think this one may not float. Oh, it floats upside down. It is floating though. It hasn't hit the bottom of the bowl. It just went automatically down. So I haven't found anything yet that sinks. Okay, what else? What else can we put in here that might sink? Maybe the head, the hair. I don't know. Do you think the hair might sink? Let's see. Nope, no, that's floating a lot. Yeah, it's almost like we want something to sink now. Everything's floating. Okay, what else do we have here? That maybe all Lego floats. What do you think? Because I have all these little bits. Maybe the watermelon. No, I think the watermelon will still have tension. So here's the watermelon piece. Yeah, the watermelon floats too. Maybe the whole set will float. I mean, it's just water, so I can just keep. Okay, so far you got all these things floating. I haven't had anything not float yet. The closest one is the flag. The flag capsized. Now I feel like that It episode. You'll float too. I'm getting all the bits out. We already know that these flippers are gonna float. Let's see what else in here. Oh, maybe the soda can. I think the soda can might be the one. This soda can. What do you think? Because it's got this open hole at the bottom, so that might sink. Okay, so let's see if this is gonna sink. Okay, let's see if let me zoom in on this one because this may be the one. Okay, so we need to put it like right here. Okay, ready guys? Hey, Frosty Barnacles! We're testing to see if things float. It still floats! Wow! We have been working on this boat, the diving yacht, and now we're testing to see if anything will sink, because everything is floating. So welcome to the stream. We're just now testing everything out to see. So far, this one might. The spike. Maybe they're all just so light that they float. Oh, that floats too. Wow. So far we haven't found anything that has sunk. Everything seems to float. This came the closest, as well as the flag. But yeah, it's pretty, a lot of surface tension going on here. So we're just placing all the pieces in here So maybe we'll just say the whole set floats. That'll be my review. Is that you take the whole set apart and try it out. Put every single piece on here and all the different combinations, and things will float. Okay, this one might not. This is the hairpiece, but last time I put it upside down so it was like a cup. Let me try it this way. Surface tension is fun. Yeah, maybe. Let's try this. Let's see if that one's gonna sink. No, that one floats too. I don't think anything, I mean, the only thing maybe if I put the whole thing in like this without it being on the boat. I don't know, what do you think? Should I do it? What about this one? This is the lever. Let's see if the lever is gonna sink. No. Everything's floating in this set. It's a fully floating set, so you can go ahead and buy this. You make the boat, make everything. Okay, so I am tempted to put this on just like this. I think this will sink, but I think it'll also be a mess. I don't know. I guess I might as well. This is the last thing I have. Everything else in the box is in the bowl. Everything. Okay, for the sake of science, like I said, the closest ones to be submerged are this one, this little plate, and then this one too, which turned upside down. Okay. All right, let's see what happens. We're gonna make some room. And look, even when I move things around, they don't sink. They just stay on the top. Okay, I have a feeling... Oh, wait, no, flipper down. Flipper went down. Did you see that? The flipper's down on the bottom now. Okay, I have a feeling this is gonna sink. Ready, guys? And... release. Oh! It floats too! So the flipper is the winner. If you put the flipper going straight down, so this, if I turn it, the flipper will go to the bottom. Oh, maybe not. Maybe just that one. Weird, weird. Or maybe it has to get rid of the bubble, because I think that hole that's in the top of the flipper is keeping enough of a... Alright, I'm going to turn it this way and get rid of any bubbles. And no, it's weird. That one just sank to the bottom. Ah, there it goes. Okay. So the flippers will go to the bottom if you get all the bubbles out. Okay. There's always tension when I'm around. Okay. Alright, well, we found out that the flippers... But this is floating too. It's like, whoa! Alright. So now I'll have to dry everything off. But that was fun. That was a lot of fun. And if you wanted to see the full ship, you can see it earlier on the recording. But yeah, the flippers are the ones at the bottom of the bowl. Everything else is floating. The official McDewey 757. Hello, how are you? We are taking the diving yacht, and we took everything in the diving yacht and put it into the bowl to see if it would sink or not. And so everything floats. Oh, one more thing we could try. The sawfish. I think this might sink too. Okay, so we're gonna put this in, see if this will float. Or if this is going to... Oh, it floats too! Welcome to the stream. I hope you're doing okay. Let's see. Should we try... Oh! Did you see that? It just turned. The sawfish just turned on its side. Are you sure you want to spend the time drying all of these? It's just water. It's going to be fine. But I think it's hysterical. The things we do for entertainment on the Brickanista Broadcast Network. And you can say you witnessed it here. Okay. Well, I think we've seen how surface tension works. And up there goes the sawfish upside down. Let's try putting this right side up. But it goes back to, if you're a parent and you have a young child and you want to build this together and then you put it into a tub of water or something like this, I mean, how much fun would that be? Very, very cool. It beats not drying them. Chuck the diver and let's see them float. Oh, okay. Yeah, we could do that. Here, let me grab the divers. They might float too, which would kind of defeat the purpose of them being divers, wouldn't it? Okay. All right. I think if we make them like straight down like that. In fact, we'll do two different experiments. We're going to do one with the arms down and we'll do one with the arms up. Because, you know, like treading water. Hey, Zach, how's it going? We have this bowl of water because we just made this diving yacht, and in very, very tiny print it says the boat will float. So we're now testing to see what else will float in there. Everything floats except the flippers when you point them a certain way. So we have a couple flippers that are floating and we have a couple flippers that are at the bottom of the bowl. So now the question was, will the divers sink or will they float too? So we're going to do two different experiments. This one has the arms up like she's treading water. In fact, I probably should angle these too. So treading water, and then this one's going to be just straight down. So that, okay, so we'll see. Okay, let's start with the straight one. So the blue. All right, we're going to just set this down. I think it's going to sink. Ready? Oh, it's floating. Oh, the crab just went down. Crab just took a dive, but it's face up. Okay, so now we've got the treading water one. Let's see how this one does. Okay, they both float. Here, I'll zoom in on those divers. I probably should turn her upside down so that it looks like she's snorkeling. Or he. Wow. Yeah. So you can have loads of fun with all of this. We're watching stuff float in the name of science, yeah. So many memories of taking my Lego to the rivers and streams. Well, you know, maybe I was just talking about how I'm going to retrofit this diving yacht for the Friendship Timber. And if it does indeed float like this, then, you know, I might have to find some place where I can, you know, photograph this. So then you can see them kind of floating. But yeah, so we put the Kraken on there from the pirate ship. we're just being silly. So then somebody asked if the canoe will float, and I don't have the canoe, but I have a kayak. So the kayak floats, and then it looks like the shark will float too. And now it looks like the divers float, and they float even if you're treading the water or not. So I guess if you want to kind of mimic them snorkeling, you could do it this way and have them both snorkeling together. Yeah. So we're just having fun. If I had a bigger pan of water, they will start sinking. You think so? I don't think so. This is my largest pan of water. I mean, I could put them in the sink and try that. But I guess the other thing we could try is if we put some waves in there and see what happens if something capsizes. If we wanted to do that. Oh no, tsunami's coming. Well, so far the divers are just like cruising along, and the boat's still intact. And the canoe's still doing okay. So yeah. Okay, today's a silly stream. What can I say? So let's go back to full screen. What a fun stream! That was so much fun. Thank you, Glenn, for telling me that this boat floats, because that wasn't the reason why I bought it. For those of you who just joined, this is the 60221 City Set. It's the diving yacht, and this diving yacht has 148 pieces. I got it for $15.99 from Target. It retails for $19.99. It's cool to know the kayak floats. You have the old red Islanders canoe. I have never tried to see if it floated. Well, now you can. So like I said, talk about a lot of fun. And I was so excited about the Black Panther Dragon Flyer that I did last week. And this one I just picked up because it has a white, hull for the Friendship Timber build. And it also had that saw shark. And because of that, I wanted it for the Women's Brick Initiative. So yeah, this was a lot of fun to do this. So right now, I'm looking back at the tub of water. The crab ended up sinking, and also the antenna piece sank. But the boats are still intact. This is interesting. The underwater little landscape is now upside down. And the shark is still floating, though. Everything is floating. It's really cool. Oh, you're testing it? It floats? Well, awesome. Well, thanks everybody for tuning in. Oh, wow, it's already 10:46. So we've spent an hour and 45 minutes roughly testing to see what floats and what doesn't. So we were talking about how we might have a future segment of Will It Float? just to see if different sets will float. I don't know if we will do that, but it is pretty funny that happened today. But anyway, thank you, Glenn. Thank you, Zach, Joel, Cornado, Max. I think, did I get everybody? Frosty Barnacles, Yin Yang, 847, Taro Knutinen, everybody who's been here. It's been a lot of fun, and thank you so much for tuning in. Tomorrow is my day off. I don't stream on Fridays, but I will be back Saturday, and I'm going to take that ship or that yacht, and I'm going to make it as part of my Friendship-tober. I keep saying Friendship-tober. The Friendship-tember, hashtag Friendship-tember, which is any kind of ship that you make into a Friends theme. So that shouldn't be too hard, because it's already got a lot of the colors in there. So anyway, thank you again for tuning in. I really appreciate it. And we'll take care, and we'll see you on Saturday. Bye! And of course, may the clutch be with you. Remember to like, subscribe, thumbs up, bell if you want to keep getting announcements, etc. Kayak is not part of this set. No, it's not. I should clarify that. I had to get from my own collection. Somebody asked if the canoe would float. I thought I had the canoe. I actually had the kayak, but the kayak apparently floats. So there you go. Even with the holes, I was really surprised. But thank you again. Thank you for liking, subscribing, and supporting me in my journey. I appreciate it. Take care. We'll see you, and may the clutch be with you. Bye.